Can you tell me, Tiffany, from what age did you begin to sing, and did you always aspire to be a professional singer?
I started recording, I recorded the first album when I was 14. I think We're Alone Now was recorded, I was 14, right before my 15th birthday. And yes, I always wanted to be a singer. From the time I was a little girl, I don't even think I knew what that really entailed, but I was singing in front of the mirror with a hairbrush, of course. And it was about 9 years old when my parents thought, well, she does really have an okay voice. I mean, it was the neighbors and family friends that kind of encouraged my family to take it serious. But, my parents didn't know anything about the music industry. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, but on the outskirts of, L.A., Hollywood. So it was my stepfather who just said, if you want to do this, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. And it ended up worked out for me, which is a dream come true. That doesn't usually happen.
So in 1987, your single, I Think We're Alone Now, it was a global success. I can remember it from my childhood. I'm giving away my age there. And it was a number one in the UK, as it was right across the world. So it was a number one single, Tiffany. Can you tell me, what was the 80s like as an era for a recording artist?
I think it was a lot of fun. I mean, there's something about 80s music that is just a good time. I think it's a little lighter. For me being in the studio at that time, just the process of recording was changing, different sounds, different keyboard sounds, different fashion even in videos. I was just watching some 80s videos the other day and laughing to myself because we looked at those videos and, a lot of us thought we were so cutting edge, and they don't make any sense at all. A lot of those videos. But again, you have to laugh at them because at that time, that was the cool thing to do. That was very cutting edge. So we've come a long way, but there really is something magical and funny and, the beginning of a lot of pop culture, of course, in the 80s.
Out of the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s, Tiffany, do you have a favourite musical era?
I mean, I'm definitely proud to be part of the 80s. Again, for fashion, I was only 14. I wanted to record music, and for it all happening to me, I mean, that's my childhood. Growing up in the 80s and meeting different performers and then having my career established. So I'm very lucky. As an old soul, I'm much more probably, late 60s, early 70s. I like a lot of like classic rock, and that's really where I always envisioned myself to really record songs, more rock-based stuff, which I'm actually doing now on my new album, Pieces of Me. But it's taken me a long time to get, full circle. But that's really what I've always heard myself doing. Again, I'm very proud and very thankful for my hits and my start. But, definitely this is my 10th album recording, and I've really wanted to get back to where I've always thought my voice definitely is featured the best. And I'm a huge Stevie Nicks fan and huge Heart fan, and I think you're going to find, some of that more kind of rock-based stuff on the new material. So I'm excited to take it out on the road at tiffanytunes.com, everyone. Please go there. And then we're doing tons of course, retro festivals in the UK, but I'm also doing sideshows and doing small venues and small clubs. So check it out. I really encourage people to come and see a live show because that makes a difference for me. I'm definitely a live performer, and that's always been, I think, what I bring and where I shine the most. Yeah. So come check it out.
2018 sees the release of your single, Worlds Away, and also later your album, Pieces of Me. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
I am thrilled. It's my 10th album, like I said, and I'm just going to be touring. This music really just needs to get in the hands of everyone. So many people are curious about what I'm doing now, getting caught back up with the TIFF world. Because a lot of people just associate me with I Think We're Alone Now, and that's not bad. I definitely want to bring them up to date. I love what I'm doing. I've been doing it now again for 30 years, and I haven't changed. I love people. I love taking my music around the world, and I stopped for a long time. I couldn't fly. I couldn't get on a plane. I had some issues there. But I'm back up and running through the encouragement of my fans and my family and good friends, and just knowing that this is what I do. I mean, and I'm very lucky to be doing it. So the new album in tow, and we're just going to go out and, just deliver music to the world and keep touring and see where it all goes. New video coming out. I'm just really excited for the core Tiff fan and then the new fans to just really discover the new album.
What was it actually like, Tiffany, growing up as a child in California? Because you're a California girl, aren't you?
I'm a California girl, yes. You wouldn't know it. I don't spend a lot of time at the beach. I'm a redhead, fair skin. But, definitely, I mean, LA is my home. And it was, I think California, once I started getting into the industry and going to Hollywood, it's a life-changing event. I mean, I don't think there's any other place in the world that people work projects or look at themselves a certain way. It's a very vain place to be. It's the land of beautiful people, which is not bad, but it's a tall order to keep up like that all the time. And, it's a different type of place, L.A. I do love it. It is my home. I've moved away. I've moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and I spent a lot of time here in the U.K. So, my mindset is really not that. I'm much more of a hippie kind of earth child, and I kind of like to have, some real people around me. But, it's nice to go home. L.A. has some of the best places, the beach, the mountains, it's a very beautiful place. But sometimes I think the shallowness of L.A., especially if you just are there the full time and you don't leave and go anyplace else, you can really kind of become a little full of yourself.
So if any of our listeners, Tiffany, would like any more information on your new single or your forthcoming album, Pieces of Me, where can they go to find this information from?
Well, you can go to tiffanytunes.com, and that you can actually hear some of the new album, new pictures, all the new artwork, and just get caught up in Tiff world. Definitely listening of all of my shows and where I'm going to be. And, there's a lot of exciting things up and coming. So I highly encourage everyone to go to tiffanytunes.com, and that'll take me to your Twitter and Facebook and all the different ways to get connected to me.
Well, on behalf of me, DJ Jason Whitehurst, and everybody at Moorlands Radio, thank you very much for taking the time to speak. I wish you every success with your new single, Worlds Away, and also your forthcoming album, Pieces of Me.
Thank you for your time.